Hello and welcome to this instructional video regarding recent revisions to the Nebraska Realtors Association exclusive listing agreement. My name is Ann Post. I am an attorney with Rumboldt Ludke Law Firm, and I serve as counsel for the Nebraska Realtors Association. So first, to start off this video, I want to start with providing some context. This is an instructional video about how to fill out a form. This video is not legal advice, and the form itself is not legal advice. While this form is a valuable tool for members of the Nebraska Realtors Association, the terms of this form are not going to fit every transaction. In any situation where you have a question or revisions are necessary, please seek individualized legal advice to ensure that contract terms for your transaction meet the needs of all parties involved. So, with that, let's move to the exclusive listing agreement itself and recent revisions. Right, in front of you is the revised form exclusive listing agreement. This agreement, you will note the first change to this agreement is on the very top of the agreement with the seller's acknowledgement. This seller's acknowledgement is the acknowledgement that commissions are not set by law and are fully negotiable. As anyone watching this video can tell you, this has always been the case. This term is specifically included as a requirement of the recent national settlement. Therefore, we have included this disclosure at the beginning in bold letters in a place that is very noticeable on this form so that all sellers are made aware specifically that realtor commissions are negotiable and they are not set by law. So moving down, next revisions you'll see is the revisions to the first paragraph. Revisions to this paragraph have generally broken out different defined terms to really clarify the relationships between all parties to the transaction. This is where we have our seller, our brokerage, and also our agent defined. And then you will note that as we move to the end of that paragraph, we specifically have the term realtor defined to include both the brokerage and the individual salesperson licensee. And then we use that defined term to carry through the rest of the agreement. Where I specifically want to draw your attention in regards to this change is to paragraph 12, dealing with compensation. There have been little to no revisions to paragraph 12. This also means that state law has not changed. Our state licensing law requires that all compensation be paid to the brokerage to then be paid through the brokerage to the realtor. As you'll note, this section and this term refers to the realtor, which again, as stated above, includes both the brokerage and the realtor. Pursuant to state law, this paragraph 12 and the requirements of paragraph 12 have not changed. All compensation must be paid to the brokerage to then be paid out to the realtor. As we move through the agreement, the place where we are going to see the most significant changes to this listing agreement is in paragraph 14. This is the paragraph that deals with those offers of compensation. As we work through this paragraph, we have specifically stated and clarified and acknowledged that the realtor may accept assistance and cooperation of subagents and of buyer's agents, and that the seller specifically acknowledges, agrees to, and authorizes the realtor to share their compensation with the buyer's agent. And finally, to specify the rate of compensation that will be offered to a buyer's agent. This is structured as either a percentage of variable compensation or a fixed compensation. Of course, this is just what is stated in this form. If there's a different compensation arrangement that the parties would like to utilize, again, that is a place where that can certainly be done. The parties should seek individualized legal counsel to ensure that any compensation structure is allowable under state law, particularly state licensing law, and then to ensure that it is properly reduced to writing. One other thing that I do want to note on this is that this is stated as an offer of compensation. The only thing that this paragraph does is to clarify between the listing agent and their client what compensation will be offered to a buyer's agent. If for some reason the buyer's agent cannot accept that compensation, that will not, in most circumstances, require an amendment to this term. Again, that's because this is a listing agreement. It is generally signed at the beginning of the transaction before you have a buyer's agent. And so that's where this term is limited to what is being offered as compensation. So with that, as we work through the rest of the agreement, you will note that these are all the terms that you are very familiar with and have been working with for a very long time. There have not been material revisions to any of the remaining terms of this agreement. So with that, that concludes our updates regarding revisions to the exclusive listing agreement. We really appreciate your time listening to this video. The Nebraska Realtors Association appreciates the chance to provide these videos as a service to our members. And here at Rumbold Ludke, we're privileged to be able to be a part. Thank you. Have a great day.